Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. I am Elijah, and this is the message that the Lord God has given unto me and give unto you. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. I'm going to tell you, read Zechariah chapter 4, verse 4, 6. When the prophet saw for that guy, when the Lord God tells the rebel, here's the rebel, I'm going to use you as a signet. Now that signet is Lord of hosts. Malachi chapter 3, verse 1, go out to my messenger that awaited for me, and Lord who speaks, let him come to his holy temple. He is the messenger of the covenant whom you delight in, behold, he should come. Malachi chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. Before I should send Elijah to you, before the great breath of the Lord, you should turn the hearts of the children back before the horse back to the children. These are coming to Christ for all rewards of populace as we love. Now, Malachi chapter 4, we gotta go to war. If you don't go to war, you never know who you are, what you are, what type of power the Most High has given to you. Oh man, it'll be just like Charles Walker and Kenneth Smith, bunch of damn fool. Yeah, Charles Walker and Kenneth Smith, too damn fool. I'm where we going now. Yeah. Therefore, these crimes and guilty for love. Let us cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh and spirit. Perfect holiness in the fear of God. Wash you, make you clean. Put away the evil of your doing from before my eyes. Cease to do evil. Cease to do evil. Learn to do well. Seek judgment. Relieve the oppressed. Judge the faultless. Plead the widow. Now I know you know I was going to say this. Plead for the widow. Come now, let us reason together. Say the Lord, though you sin. Now wait till these things doing what they're doing. Put away the evil you're doing before my eyes. Seek to do evil. Seek to do evil. Seek to do evil. They keep on. I don't know why they keep doing it. But let's see if they're going to do it again. Now, wait a minute. Facebook. So we have to go in, Belshazzar, you hear that thing on YouTube. Belshazzar, go see if you hear the thing on YouTube. I just turned the thing on. I just put it out. Wash you, make you clean. Put away the evil of your doing before my eyes. Cease to do evil. Learn to do well. Seek judgment. Relieve the oppressed. Judge the fatherless. Plead for the widow. Come out. Let us cease to see the Lord. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool. If you be willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. But if you refuse and rebel, you shall be defiled. The mouth of the Lord is spoken. Yeah. Let's continue on. All right. Let's continue on. Oh, Jared, let's do Jared. I'll bring them again also out of the land of Egypt, gather them out of Syria. And I will bring them into the land of Gilead in Lebanon. And the place shall not be found for them. And it shall pass through the sea with affliction, and shall smite the waves in the sea. And all the depths of rivers shall dry up, and the pride of Assyria shall be brought down. And the scepter of Egypt shall be brought away. And I will strengthen them in the Lord. And they shall walk up and down in his name, be the Lord. Thus is the Lord God, be the flock of the Lord, who possess the slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them hold themselves not. Yes. Thus is the Lord my God, be the flock of the Lord, who possess the slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Now, I will no more pity the inhabitants of the land, says the Lord, But lo, I will deliver the men, everyone into the neighbor's hand, and to the hand of his king, and they shall smite the land, the flock of the slaughter, even you will pour the flock. And I took up to me 2 staffs, one I called you, the other I called Bade, and I fed the flock. Ye that fear the Lord, praise him. All you the seed of Jacob, glorify him. Fear him, all you seed of Israel. For he had not despised nor abhorred the affliction of the affliction. Neither had he hid his face from him. But when he cried unto him, he heard. Well, no. Yes, it does sound like it's blowing in the mic. All right. I can turn that off. Mind being hot. All right. No, turn that off. I can turn it off. Yeah, I can turn it off. Just drink a lot of water and keep going. Let's go. No, because they're wrong. They're wrong. I'm going to tell you about it. Come on, who do the pull up? Who do it? Yehuda posts up. Yeah, I'm waiting for Yehuda. Now, post. He posts that unleavened bread start tonight. All right. No, we're going to read the symbolic of the tabernacles. You have a dream of vision, pose your dream of vision. That's what we're going at. The symbolic of the tabernacle. I got, I pulled something. The reason why I pulled that day, you see why I pulled that day. Because I don't want them young women think that they're standing alone, that there's no black man to stand up for them. No Israel man will stand up for them. All right. No. Damn shame with what Charles Barkley, Kenneth Smith said about them black women. Yeah, they wanted that girl, that girl name. They wanted her to win, but she didn't win. And I remember watching Kenneth Smith and Charles Barkley play. The same thing that girl did. They did. I see Kenneth Smith do this. Yeah. I didn't see Charles Barkley do that. They have forgot somebody's seen it before. Go bring up the film. I didn't see Charles Barkley do that. Yeah. No, man. They wanted Esau to win. And they put all the back that little girl. Yeah. The girl wasn't good. She never ran up against nobody. Never ran up against nothing. Now one of the little girls could play LSU. The girl was coached real well also. And that woman reminded them. Yep. And when wore them children out, 102.85, they done something that never was done before. Yeah, and all the NCAA history. The women played now never went over 100. Now they have. And then still blessing LSU and pumping up because if the other girls would have won, you'll still be hearing about that right now today. All over billboards and everything. But since LSU women won and it was Israel, they're gonna downplay and find something bad to say about them, just like all they want to do. But that's not the case. This case is what I expected that. But what I didn't expect for Charles Buck, I didn't watch you expect for them to do something. Evil, from evil goes forth evil. If the parent is evil, the children are going to be evil. Well, that's it. Produce good fruit. Yeah. Anyway, so Kenneth Smith, Charles Buck, and Kenneth Smith gonna talk about them girls. No, the girl done that. Why am I not watching that? And it showed where the girl had the trash talking the last team that they just slaughtered. Right, but you reap what you sow. Yeah, but God always got somebody that's more powerful than you. That's right. Always got somebody more powerful than you. Always somebody more better than you. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay, well, you go out there and set a record and see if that record how long that record gonna stand. You might stand a long time, but one day somebody will come on and break it because that's how God has made the world. Anyway, now I'm gonna get too more to it because they're not gonna get away with that. Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith, they're not getting away with that. They should have kept their mouth shut. That's why Charles Barkley ain't got a ring right now. And Kenneth Smith needs some new knees. I said, the wife, see who they married with. Yeah, go see who they're running with. Go see what type of women they're running with. Yeah. Then you see why they hate Israel women. Yeah. More than they hate Israel women. We're going to get into it. Because I'm going to defend them. Nobody else going to defend them. I'm going to defend them. That's Israel. They were the ship with me. Yeah, I was on that ship and they was on it too. Maybe Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith. Maybe they forgot what ship they came over upon. I don't know, maybe they got a few dollars in their pocket and they have to do whatever Esau say. They have to bend over and let Esau don't use no grease. Yes, I said it. Well, it's documented now. The dream I was at this place looked similar to a church, and I saw little children washing themselves, cleaning, and I was helping them, like I was directing them. Then I knew that one of them had wandered off on their own, and I was, anyway, had wandered off on their own. I'm not going to go too far, Elisha. You ain't got to worry about me going, no, this was a dream and vision. God already knew I was going to snap. I told you I had that in a dream and vision. All right. No. They don't want me to say it, Elisha or dream. Just saw it. All right. Wandered off on their own, and I was watching them through a vision. But what happened to them, a man was watching the person waiting for them to do what they did. Then as soon as they went into a room, I saw blood pouring from under the door to the floor, and I knew that they had been killed. Yeah, myself, man. No, got a lot of them out there thinking that give me nothing. Let me say this, listen, how you talk, listen how you speak. I'm telling the truth. Them little girls worked hard for that with their head. Right? Being put down, called nappy-headed hoes, bitches, everything else. Don't think them little girls just got there without going through the trouble that we go through each and every day. And then on top of that, the men that's supposed to be protecting them, bashing them, telling them what they supposed to be doing. That girl was throwing her hand right as she done that to somebody else, somebody done that to her. If she didn't want that to be done to her, she shouldn't have done it to somebody else. And Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith kept their mouths shut. And if you should have done like Shaq, I ain't gonna be on here today. I gotta go somewhere else. I ain't gonna talk against the LSU. They had Shaq on them. They didn't. They didn't have Shaq on them because no Shaq was gonna tell the truth. Yes, Shaq was gonna be with LSU 100%. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's not over with yet. God has the last say so. We'll see. I don't know. I hope both of them lose their jobs. They can be replaced. Kenneth Smith and Charles Barkley can easily be replaced. Easily. All right, we'll see. Anyway, let them go play golf. Yeah. Let them go play golf. You shouldn't have talked against them girls. The little girls had to go through a lot of hardship to get to that. Their parents had to go through a lot of hardship to get them in LSU. LSU is a prestigious school, a white racist school. They know what I'm talking about is the truth. Another dream, I was talking to someone in my kitchen there, so I've seen a lot of different people coming before me, back to back. within one person, then changed to another app. I saw all of them. The dream was explained to me while I was still sleeping. God was showing me that many people have chosen to give up themselves to something else of their own desire. There you go, Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith. Yep, they should have had Shaq on there. Because Shaq would have known, LSU would have known. Shaq done went a long way. They went to the Final Four one time. Yeah. Now watch. Shaq had to quit school. He had to quit. He went back to college, but he had to quit college because they was trying to kill him. They was trying to kill Shaq in college. Yes, they were. All right, I'm just telling you, man. They've been trying to disembowel Shaq. Just like I told you about Michael Jordan. Shaq signed a $100 million contract, and Michael Jordan wasn't getting that type of money, and he quit. Went and played baseball because Shaq had signed a $100 million contract, and he wasn't even proven yet. So he got mad. I'm just telling you. Anyway, I'm just telling you. No, man, them girls deserve every bit of accolade and much, much more to let their own men tear them down behind some little Esau little girl. Man, come on, man. Anyway, she built herself up for the fatal. God resists the proud and give it to who? The humble. God resists the proud and give it to the humble. All right. No, the time when I had 4 or 5 dreams, none I can remember except one. I remember I saw a clownfish in the water, and it started out with one. Then I saw them to start to multiply. The whole night, a lot of them. It's not good. And a huge rum size thing. I thought I was off some type of psychedelic drug, and I was watching all of them having clownfish multiply, and then they started to bear different types of fish, and they eventually started to bear grown turtles. This is a book of Enoch. Yeah, that's what it's book of Enoch. And then I watched some of the turtles ate the fish, and all the different types of fish. And the next thing, sometime went past, but I knew I remember what happened between. But the next thing I knew, I see a huge tank become a 10-gallon tank with a very high field with a lot of gravel and different type of dirt. The water was gone. The water disappeared, dried up. And I only saw the turtles living. And I said, man, where all these fish go? Where all the fish go? What happened? Where all the fish? Yeah. What happened to all the fish? Yeah. You know, God come and take us when the time comes. That's in the book of Enoch, that dream. Yes, it is. I remember I said, well, those who read it know. I remember because he used fish in that dream, but in the other one it was what? The other dream is it's in the book of Enoch. I remember I said they were red earlier. Slider, red ear slider, turtle. The one you get at the pet store, and they were homegrown. That's Esau. That is they had two of them was like that. Nimrod was born like that, and Esau was born like that, fully grown. Yeah, no, that dream is that's in the book of Enoch, because it's not in your dream is fish. Remember, God gives us dreams different type of way, but it means the same thing. Interpretation means the same. That's in the book of Enoch. Yeah. All right. That's in the book of Enoch. I ain't worried about it. Let it go. Let it do like it's doing. Come on. I was waiting on Yehuda to post up. You wasn't out yesterday. Yehuda wasn't out yesterday. I'm waiting for him to post. Yehuda. Psalm 23. All right. No, Yehuda. All right. No, because he can post something else besides Psalm 23. And I know, but if that's what happened, that would happen. Okay. So I know he can post other stuff besides Psalm 23, but maybe something happened that he needs to post Psalm 23. All right. No, there's nothing wrong with posting Psalm 23. Let's continue on. Things that he just been posting that, Jared. Things that our mothers, them women, them young girls had to go through. And we should know exactly what they had to go through, besides playing ball. And no, you don't know how many people want them young women to feel. But no, what God had blessed them, God had given them a coach that don't care about none of that. Yeah, that woman, she didn't care nothing about it. They didn't like her. I remember they didn't like her. LSU woman coach, they didn't like her. No, at one time they didn't like her. But she didn't care. She didn't care, she just kept winning. Yeah, she kept winning. Yeah. Let's continue on. Oh, no one that didn't like her. I remember. Yeah. Anyway. No, I had watched Glory Road. Remember Glory Road? All right, so that's the same thing going on now with LSU women. Same thing. Same thing. Yep. God has the final say so. I didn't watch that game. I don't watch sports like that anymore. But when I seen they had won and still them celebrating them women, they found something just like Imus and called them 5 navigated holes. I remember that. And still the country celebrating them women, because that's the same thing. And the country should have been celebrating the women for what they have done, an achievement that they have done. It always go back to Esau, stealing the thunder. Yeah, changing the narrative. Instead of celebrating now, they gotta fight. They gotta fight for basic human rights. Basic human rights to be called women. No, we call them 5 navigated holes. And just like, and the same thing happened to LSU women. They done something that's never been done before. Instead of celebrating, they had to find a way to say, well, they're proud, arrogant, and boastful. Yeah, they don't even deserve that title for the way they act. Afterwards, during the game, well, you didn't see that when the Esau one was out there doing, you didn't see none of that. When she was wearing them out and hitting trees and walking around, take a ponytail and whip it backwards and forth. Nobody was telling nothing then. And doing the game, calling this one here, come on, take this shot, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, being proud and arrogant, like, oh, we got this. You ain't got to worry about. We ain't missing nothing tonight, right? You know, and then they had that center. She elbowed that other girl in the face. Elbowed that girl in the face and busted lip and everything. And ref didn't call nothing. Ain't nobody called nothing. The game went on. I'm like, well, I know. I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't know what they keep doing this for. I don't know. I don't know why they keep doing it. Keep on. No, I don't know why they keep doing it. No, they're trying to, yeah, always doing something. No, I'm just telling you. Well, let's just go there before Belteshazzar or post. They're waiting on a couple of few people, but let's just go there. We're going to, Legend of the Jews. Legend of the Jews. I'm sure what book we're going to. All right. We're going there. I got the book right here. Not get to it. Yeah, what did it say about me? John Baldwin could never do what I have done, never seen the praises I have seen, never done nothing. They're basketball players. They have money. And they never could do the things I have done, seen the things I have done, been the place I have done. It could never be. Yeah. The legend of the Jews. There are a lot of things in the world besides becoming millionaires and marrying strange women. And then talk about your own people. You got a lot more things in the world than that. Let's see what a dollar just said. All right, now you're going to have to correct her. Let me see. I don't see where she posts. She didn't post. All right. No Belteshazzar going to tell her what she has to do next time. You don't just post no dreams. I had a dream where I was at a hotel attending a convention. So after one of the classes, now you're still learning, but you everybody do the same thing. They post the blessings. Then after post the blessing, well, sometimes they can post the blessing and then post the post the scripture, or they can post the scripture and then post the blessing. But you don't just come up in there and just post your dream and vision. That doesn't work like that. But that's all right. Yeah, Don't worry. We understand. That's how we usually do it. All right. After one of the classes, went on a break, and I was talking to one of the presenters, and he was telling me about the experience that he was about the experience. Now they keep changing it. He was telling me about the experience that he had. He was trying to figure out what it meant. He said he was somewhere, and they had these big pipes. Were on the wall, and they made a sound of a ship. All right. Now you get that. All right. This made a sound of a ship. You get the horn. You're gonna hear horns blowing. You're gonna hear the whistle blowing. You're gonna hear the bells ring. You're gonna hear the hissing. You're gonna hear the whistling. Yeah, everybody gets that. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna hear that. Let me continue on. It made a sound of a ship. Makes when it's about to be under attack. Very deep, loud sounding horn. Yeah, so you get it to hear. It would sound like it was an attack about to happen, like war. As it was an emergency. I know they was burning you all night. And you couldn't wait to tell this. No, I understand. No, patience still gotta be patient, no doubt. The dollar. That's all right, you learn it. But I know this was all your heart. You couldn't wait to tell this. Oh boy, look at the type of dream, a 40-day dream. Yeah, it's a 40-day dream. Well, show you the walk and how it started. Yeah. I've seen it before. Under attack. Next thing I was on the way back to my room. And when I walked, there was water on the floor coming from the bedroom. And there were all these perch fish on the floor. And toilet, small ones, hand-sized ones, and toilet on the floor in the sink. And as they was overflowing with the water, the fish came out of them. All right. That's a flood. That's a flood. Yeah, that's a flood. Yeah, it's a flood. But it doesn't say that it was I don't know. Could be a man-made flood. Could be. But it's a flood. All right. Freshwater floods aren't portions in fresh water, aren't they? Yeah, it's a freshwater flood. No, because when Katrina had came and there was water subside, my friend them had fishes in their mailbox. They found fishing in the mailbox. Anyway, let me tell you. All right. The water, the fish came out of them. I started picking up the fish and putting them in a clear glass container. And then I saw a man. You better be glad my dearest stepmother isn't here. She would fire them all up in a minute. She did fire them all up in a minute. She didn't care how small the fish were. When it was freshwater fishing, that's fresh water. All right. And she would be keeping and cleaning them, frying them up, and crunch on small bones and all. No, man, he did the same thing, hard fry, eat the bones and everything. Yeah. I never ate fish like that. Never ate none since then. Yep. Man. Hard fried. You eat the bones and everything. When I woke up, I looked up for his fish. Before my dream, and they found alive all over the most of Chesapeake Bay. And they're down here in the Great Lakes area, and the fish was yellow perch. I couldn't help but think of the Navy ships. All right. So he saw the wall. They could attack three. Yeah, it could be because they had three ships and it could be three different attacks. Yeah, could be three different attacks. Yeah, that was what he said. There was somewhere these big pipes. Out there, all these big pipes on the wall, and they made a sound of a ship makes when it's about to be under attack. Very deep, loud sound of home. And, sounded like it was attacked. Yeah, we know this coming. There's a lot of people in a dream about it's coming. Yeah. You know, you got to go back and look into the picture and see what color the ships were. Or did the ships had a certain color on them? Or certain people? Yeah, all that makes a difference. Because when I saw it, it was Asian people attacking Americans, and the Americans had nuclear weapons on board. And the Asian man kept shooting, and then he made the explosion. Yeah, you can go back and look and see if we see any color in it. Because usually, if you have a color, then you know who's doing the attack. Go back and look at the ship and see if any unusual thing. You can tell if it was an American ship or somebody else's ship. You can tell that also. Yeah, you can tell all that being a dream. You just have to take your time to go look back in them. I know you was excited to have a dream like that. Yeah, it's a 40-day dream. Yeah. No, it's pretty good though. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I thought I saw three of them. All right. No, you say you went and looked up Chesapeake, so it could be happening around that area. Yeah, it could happen around that area. You can find a ship in the area that don't suppose to be in that area and they attack it. It could be that. Yeah. All right. There was a lot in agree with you what you said that a small area because you said the toilet was small. So it's a small area that's gonna be under attack. Yeah. Some people can do all types of stuff nowadays. Yeah. Anyway, well, we'll see. Might not take that long to come to pass. Might not. Might not. I didn't see any ships. I didn't hear them. Didn't hear the horns. I was listening to what the man was telling me about experience he had. So he was sharing with me. Don't worry about all that. You learn. Stop making excuses when you know you learn. Yeah, now if you do this a year from now and then you know that you messed up. Yeah. All right, maybe ships are staged. All right, there you go. Yeah. Just look back in your dream. Just go back and look at it. Take your time. Look in it. And then, because I'm going to tell you what I saw. I saw, with my childhood friend. And he represents Jesus. And I saw in the sky, like when the sun be setting, the horizon. But at that time, it didn't look like that. It just looked like the battleship was like in the sky, and it was it was like when the sun be set, and I saw a battleship and a tank, and I didn't know what it meant. I didn't. But after a while, the Lord God started teaching and showing what it meant. And so, no, it meant that I saw a battleship and a tank on a rise. That's what it means. That means that war is on the rise. Yeah, war is on the rise. It was on a horizon. Yeah. And war was on the horizon. That's what it meant. So sometimes you have to go because you don't know. You don't know. You've probably never seen that before. All right. And so you don't know and just have to be patient. Go back, look in the dream again, and start putting it together. No, because when you go to Daniel, in the book of Daniel, when Daniel had dreams and visions, he said he used to write them down. And then he started reading for the interpretation of it. After he written it down, then he go back and read the dream for the interpretation of it. Yep. No, but that's the same thing we do. Does not dream interpretation belongs unto God. So that dream probably somewhere. Probably is somewhere. I mean, you don't know where it's written at. But it's just like Jared dream. That dream there is in the book of Enoch. But it's still the same fish is gonna say something else, but he's gonna see it in there. And how they was transformed. It's in there in the book of Enoch. That dream about us. So take your time. So wherever's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. All right, Chesapeake Bay, Virginia, and you might have a mishap. It might be an attack. Right. So it could be a terrorist attack. It don't have to be necessarily a country attack. It could be a terrorist attack. Yeah. That you're seeing. So don't dismiss it. Don't dismiss it like that. Yeah, just thank God that He showed it to you. All right, let's get back. No, I'm not letting that go. But Charles Barkley and them did. No, I'm not letting that go. Because they're wrong. They're wrong. They forgot what they forgot. That's how you do. Yeah. And you get making a few little dollars, then you go marry a strange woman, and you forget who you are. You forget who you are, because that's what the Lord gonna warn you. Don't go marrying strange people. They're gonna they're gonna turn your heart away from your God. And that's what they did. And for guys that struggle those little women going through, besides being in school, besides being at LSU, and he did it forgot. Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith, I'll fire them both. Get them off of there. Get them off of there. Yeah. No, I'm just saying. No, I didn't pray on. I didn't do nothing. I'm just saying what I would do. I'm not gonna get. I know it's up to God, but let's see. No, let's go there. That's where we're going. Before we're going. I told you where we're going at. I showed you before. We're going to Legend of the Jews. Legend of the Jews. No, I'm not gonna be too long. I'll give it another hour, then we're gone, because you know we got to prepare for Passover. And I want no excuses. Some of y'all should be prepared now. Listen to me as you prepare. All right, we're going to chapter 7, Elijah. Elijah before the translation. Elijah before the translation. That's where we're going at. Because I want to show y'all about them that God don't play. No, they just posted that about the widows and the widows and single parents. That's what a widow are. A widow is a single parent. Yeah, a widow is more than a woman that was married and her husband died. A widow is a single parent, is she not? A widow, a widower, yeah, a single. I'm just telling you. And God is against them. Yeah, God says He's against them. All right. Jerry just posted that up. Ain't Jerry posted? No, I've been reading the Testament of 12 preacher last night. I felt such a peace of mind that I heard angels talking around. And there's a voice. I heard them angels speaking. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, is she all right? Yeah, she all right. Now I do. No, God, you can be going through the storm and everything, God could be, but He ain't gonna leave you. He's gonna correct you in measure. He's not gonna leave you. I already told you all that. All right. How for trees for the season? No, I'm not being prejudiced at all. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. They know. Their own people know. Everybody don't agree with that. Everybody don't agree with that. A lot of people know that it's about money. A lot of people know that they've been sold a false because that's what it says. It tells you when the time comes, and those who have repented with all their heart, with all their soul, and all their might, they're going to come to Jacob's children, to Israel, and tell them, surely our people, our fathers have what? Have inherited lies and vanity, and things that was profit them not. And they're going to know. All right? I'm just telling you. Holler for a tree, for the cedar is fallen, because the mighty are sparrow. Holler for the oaks of Bashan, for the forest of the vintage is come. There is a voice of howling of the shepherd, for the glorious sparrow, the voice of the roaring of the young lion, for the pride of Jordan is sparrow. Thus says the Lord my God, feed the flock of the slaughter, who possess and slay them, and hold themselves not guilty. Yeah, he just posted Jeremiah. Belteshazzar does post one similar also. And they shall tell them, say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. And their own shepherd pitied them not, for I have no more pity the inhabitants of the land, says the Lord. Yeah. I'm just telling you. Anyway. No, because that was Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith saying, well, I'm rich. Yeah, I'm rich. And not pitting them little young women who've gone through a whole lot of stuff. Yeah. I'm telling you. Michael chapter 3. We just read Michael chapter 3. Huh? Yeah. That's what it's at, Michael chapter 3. Yeah. And I say here, I pray your heads of Jacob, ye prince of the house of Israel, it is not for you no judgment. It is not for you no judgment. Who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off the skin off them and their flesh off their bones, who also eat the flesh of my people and flay the skin off them, and they break their bones and chop them in pieces, as for the pot and the flesh within the cauldron. Then should they cry unto the Lord, but he will not hear them. He will even hide his face from them at that time, as they have behaved themselves ill in their doing. Thus say the Lord concerning the prophet that make my people to err and bite with the teeth and cry peace, and he that put it not in their mouth, that they even prepare war against them. Therefore night should be unto you that you should not have a vision, and it should be dark unto you that you should not divine. And the sun shall go down over the prophets, and the day shall be darkened over them. Then shall the seer be ashamed, and diviners confound. Yea, they shall all cover their lips, for there is no answer of God. But truly I am full of power by the Spirit of the Lord. Truly I am full of power by the Spirit of the Lord. No, I am a coward. By the Spirit of the Lord. Let's continue on. And of the judgment and of the might to declare unto Jacob his transgression, and to Israel his sin. Hear this, I pray ye heads of the house of Jacob, and the prince of the house of Israel, to avoid judgment, pervert all equity, to build up Zion with blood, and Jerusalem with iniquity. The head thereof judge for reward, and the priest thereof teach for hire, and the prophet thereof divine for money. Yet would they lean upon the Lord and say, is not the Lord among us? No evil could come upon us. Therefore shall Zion be for your sake plowed as a field. He's going to tear it all up. He's going to tear it all up. And Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountain of the house as the high place of the forest. You ain't going to have me. I'm just telling you. All right. No. He posted right. Everybody posting the same thing. Yeah. Judgment and justice. Yeah. No, because that's a hurting thing, man. You that took away from the bill, I shouldn't even mention that. Because all of them talk trash, all of them do that. It's ball playing. Yeah. And you're going to go ahead and take away the children's thunder and everything. And little girls from enjoying the championship. I don't know. Enjoying the championship, the little girls. Yeah. They shouldn't have done that. Well, let's read it. This is chapter 7. Elijah before his translation. Elijah before his chapter. No. Because that's what Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith, that's all they do. They worship idols. If Esau is their idol. Yeah. Everything they got, they credit Esau from giving it to them. And they probably say, ain't no black man done nothing for me, but yet still, all the sports and everything that y'all enjoy now, the money that you enjoy, they come from Israel. Everything this country has, I don't care what it is, it comes from Israel, from God, because it wouldn't be no America, it wouldn't be for Israel. It wouldn't be no world right now, it wouldn't be for Israel, because God had to bless them to bless us. And he told you that's what he did. No, but they done forgot. Get a few dollars in your pocket and you forget where you come from. All right. That's what Dad told me. Don't become an educated fool. All right. Arise and thrust, O Zion, for I will make thy horn iron. Now, I read this last night. I will make their horn iron, and I will make their hoofs brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people. And I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their suffering to the Lord of the whole earth. Amen. That's right. Yeah. Anyway, let's go. I'm not reading it all. This is before we went over this before. I'm just going through the part to show you what they were supposed to do to Israel when when they criticize those young girls, that young girls that done a feat that coach, even the coach done a feat that never done before. She won one championship at one university, come to the next university and does the same. Then she did it within 3 years. So usually it takes like 4 years before you even build a championship team. She done it less time than that. Right. They didn't like that woman. I remember they didn't like that woman. A long time ago when I used to be at all that food, I remember they didn't like that woman. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. She didn't care. She didn't care. She just kept winning. The more they put her down, the more God lifts her up. Just like right now, the more they put them women down, the more God lifts them up. Yeah. Because Charles Barkley and Kenneth Miller had no business being there. That was LSU. That's Shaq out of model. And he should have been there. He the one should have been there calling that. Yeah, he wouldn't have been biased. I mean, yeah. All right. And if that was the case, then you get one for you call, then you get one from the other two. That's the call with see what's going to happen. But you don't get Kenneth Smith and Charles Barkley. They don't like black women anyway. Well, go see what type of women they see what type of women they marry. That tell you right there. Even though they come from black women, that's always gets to me. You come from a black woman, but yet you hate a black woman. You come from a black man, but yet you hate a black man. Yeah. But let's continue on. No. Towards the evening, Elijah summoned his disciple Elisha. This the bull. Now we're not going to read all that. We're going to read the part where God jumped on Elijah, told Elijah. Yeah. Though he has other marriages, yet remember the sign of the covenant which Israel held upon their bodies when the rain fell to earth. Because we have given that up. We have given up keeping the Sabbath, going back, keeping our Passover. We have given all that up. And throw that away for Christianity. Running behind all the gods of the world. Yeah. No. They ain't going to say nothing. They better not say nothing. Charles Barkley, now they're going to hear it, but they ain't going to say nothing. Best thing we're doing is keep their mouth shut. Go tell God they have sinned. You shouldn't talk against God's holy children. Right. Because I don't care what you say, they're still in captivity. They can't still, well, if they wasn't in captivity, then they wouldn't be talked about. If they was being treated equal and fair, they wouldn't have been talking about them. Right, they've been saying congratulations on what y'all have been doing. Right, they didn't even talk about the hand job because they didn't say nothing about they didn't say about Esau woman when she did it. It was all right when she did it. Yeah. Anyway. They always did that. They always had one, and they'll pump that one up, and they'll pump them up. No, that was what they did to Bobsworth. And they were talking about how big and bad he was and how he was going to stop Bo Jackson. Yeah, I was watching. Bo Jackson ran over Bobsworth like he was standing, which he was standing still. Just ran complete over like he wasn't there. Boom. Everybody waiting for that bad job. No, it's going to happen. Yeah, you know it's going to happen. I'm just telling you. Anyway, let's continue on. No. Towards the evening, Elisha summoned his disciple, Elisha, and bade him to pour the water over his hand. A miracle happened. The water flowed out of Elijah's finger until the whole trench was filled. Then the prophet prayed to God, let the fire descend, but in such wise that the people would know that it had been a wonder from heaven, and not to think a magician trick. And he spoke, Lord of the world, thou wilt send me a messenger. Thou wilt send me as a messenger at the end time. That's what's going on right now. I'm Elijah, this end time message. But if my words do not meet with the fulfillment now, the Jews cannot be expected to believe me in the latter days. It's concerned about the Jews. They didn't say Israel. They have no problem. Say the Jews. Well, okay. Yeah. His pleading was heard on high. The fire fell from heaven upon the altar. A fire that did not consume a fire that not only consumed what it touched, but also licked up the water. Nor was that at all. His prayer for rain was also granted. Nor was that all. His prayer for rain was also granted. Scarcely had these words dropped from his lips, though we have no other merit yet to remember the signs of the covenant which the Israelites bear upon their bodies when the rain fell to the earth. Yeah. No, we bear it right now. It's in our heart. So that's what that flesh covenant represents, circumcised of the heart. And we circumcised of the heart. Yeah. No, that have a lot more in there, because it tell you how they was worshiping Baal and worshiping all the demons and the devils as they're doing now. Yep, that's what they're doing. Let's continue on. No. In spite of all these miracles, the people persisted in their idolatrous ways. That's what's going on now. Everything we're showing, we're uncovering the truth, and we have miracles done, and they see it. They know. But yet and still, because that man over there, that man over there in Jerusalem now claimed to be I don't know what he claimed to be. And they say he's the one, and he had done 5 miracles. And he told a man who his wife was going to be and stuff, different things like that. Well, we do that all the time. Right. But they claim he's the one. And we do this all the time. In the dream, the vision, all of our boys, we do that all the time. All right. Well, I'm just telling you how they do. Yeah. The people persist in the idolatrous ways and thoughts because well, we see it's gonna come to pass, and it's been coming to pass. They know it's been coming to pass. Even the 7,000 who had not bowed down unto Baal was unworthy sons of Israel, but they paid homage to the golden calves of Jeroboam. Yeah, golden calves of Jeroboam. No, we got these people right now thinking they're not bowing down to Baal, but they are. In those churches, the Christianity, Hindu, Muslim, Buddhists, and all of them, yeah. Bowing down to the idols of the world, doing everything of the world. Just continue on. Yeah. Anyway, the misdeeds, listen to what it says. The misdeeds of the people has swelled so much. Forgive me. The misdeeds of the people had swelled to such numbers that they could no longer reckon upon the merits of the fathers to intercede for them. And that's Father Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and all the rest of the fathers. But that's not so with us. That's not so with us. That's why I tell you, incorporate them. Learn how to incorporate the fathers in your prayers. Yeah. But they have overdrawn their account. So they can't call on for this. No people that can't call on for the fathers. They can't. No. That's what they told Jesus. Abraham was one. We are many. They slander for the Abraham. Abraham was one. We are many. The land belongs to us. Did they not tell Jesus that? Is that not slandering? All right, that's what they did. And then when the Lord God told, what did they tell? We be the seed of Abraham. We've never been in bondage, but we know Jacob, children would go in bondage, who the land and everything belongs to. They had to go in bondage 4 times. All right, let's continue on. No, because I have to read the symbolics of the tabernacle. All right, no, you're gonna post it. And when they saw to the point of degradation, at which they gave up the sign of the covenant. Now remember, we gave up the covenant. Elijah could control his wrath no longer. He accused Israel before God. He accused Israel before God, and that's what Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith did. No, no, they had a couple of other announcements. They kept their mouth shut. And they let Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith put their foot in their mouth. And Esau was there. Esau and them didn't say nothing. They didn't say nothing. Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith time is up, man. Their time is up, man. Right, their time is up. They can't have other people going there. Got a lot of young men would be glad to step in those places and do a better job. Yes, they have. Because that's what happens. You get in there and you get comfortable. You get the big head, and you forget about why you there in the first place. And then you start going all according to what your master tell you to do. That's what you're doing. Even though you know the master is wrong, but he the one who paid me. He the one who signed my paycheck. I'm gonna do what he tells me to do. But God is the one who created you. See, you sold your soul for a false narrative. You sold your soul for something that's not gonna last. You can't take that money with you when the time comes to go and the knock come on the door. Well, go ask Kenneth Smith how that money healed his two knees. Ask him. All right. Just letting you know. Now, I can go deeper than that, but we'll just leave it right there. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. No. Because sometimes you ask him, man, I wonder why God didn't bless him with that. And then later on down the line, you say, I'm glad God didn't bless him with that. Yeah. Anyway. Because they didn't forget. No, they didn't forget. Didn't it tell you the gift will blind you? Somebody posed that when they say that gift will blind you. Yeah, they sure blind. All right. Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, see now and know and see that there are broad places there. If you can find a man, if there be any that execute judgment, seek the truth, and I will pardon it. Well, there ain't gonna be no pardon. And though they say the Lord liveth, surely they swear falsely. O Lord, are not thy eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Thou hast consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction. Yeah, that's God. Telling you. Yeah. They have made their face harder than a rock. They have refused to return. Made their face harder than a rock. They refuse to return. Therefore I say, surely these are poor. They are foolish. Surely these are poor. They are foolish, for they know not the way of the Lord, nor the judgment of their God. I'll get me unto the great men. I'll speak unto them. Speak unto them, for they have known the way of the Lord and the judgment of their God. But these have altogether broken the yoke. Altogether broken the yoke and burst the bonds. Man, they want to say that. Oh Lord, let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Selah, search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way, and then lead me in the way. That was that. All telling you the same thing. That's just like when I watch, no. If a person good, that's like watching Pete Marriage, bitch. He just was that good. Watching Larry Bird, he's just that good. Yeah, we got people out there. I'm just saying, you don't take away from nobody because Because your master tell you, I want you to destroy them. Say this about them, to take the thunder off of them. Yeah. So they can't win a championship. We want you to downgrade them, and we want you to change the narrative to something else. Still talk about the wonderful and good job they have done. And they've done something that never could be done before, and have been done before. And even the coach have done something that never been done before. You didn't want that. You didn't want that. You found every excuse and make that they might even slay the broken and whole. And that's what they did. Them children, slaying them children, even broken heart, they had accomplished something. Surely oppression make a wise man mad, and a gift destroyed the heart. That's what they did. Yep, and a gift destroyed the heart. Better the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. The patient in spirit better than the proud in spirit. See? Be not hasty in spirit to be angry, but anger rests in the bosom of fools. Yep. I'm just telling you. I had a quick dream that I saw myself in the mirror wearing a purple colored turban. Oh, he got his turban. Yeah, he got his turban. I told y'all we get three headdresses. You get the mantle, you get a turban, and a Bible. So he got his turban. Get ready. I'm happy for him. Yeah, I told y'all that. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. No, I'm happy for him. All right. Get back to it. No, I'm gonna show you. I'm proving to what they did, and God not pleased with that at all. No, He's not pleased with what they've done. Well, you will see the outcome of it. Yeah. Blessed be the righteous judge. We'll see. So the misdeeds of people as well as such number that they could no longer reckon upon the merits of the father to intercede for them. They had overdrawn their account, and when they sank to the point of degradation at which they gave up the sign of the covenant. I remember they did that. Elijah could control his wrath no longer. He accused Israel before God. And that's what John Bartlett and Kenneth Smith did. Accused them young women when they ain't done nothing wrong. There was trash talking. That's the game. Trash talking is in the game. Always been in the game. Even when you're on the court playing as children, always been in the game. Now you know you can't make that shot. I don't even know why you trying to make the shot. Now we done seen him make the shot 3-4 times easily. But this time we're trying to talk him out the shot. Let's go. No. Sparkwell and the pretty little man I seen dog. We had Kind. We used to call him Kind. We call him 6'9". And Kind was number like what? I don't know, man. Kind might have been 5 feet, 4'9" or something like that. And you jump up there and dunk that ball like it was nothing. So I'm just telling you. Yeah, it wasn't the first word I seen dunk the ball. That's small. I'm just letting you know. Anyway, let's continue. No, because that's what they're doing. They're accused. Yeah. Now you take up for Charles Barkley. Yeah. About him not having a ring and everything. Right. I couldn't see it. But God tell you be patient. And you'll see why. Yeah. Yeah. No, Kenneth Smith now never was my favorite. Never. His mouth always got him in trouble. He couldn't back it up. Sometimes you can be in the right place at the right time. And there are a lot of point guards better than Kenneth the Rocket Smith, Kenneth the Jet Smith, whatever they call him. No, man, there are a lot of players better than him. Yeah. The only reason why you still talk about Kenneth Smith is because he's on television. Other than that, you wouldn't talk about Kenneth Smith. He wasn't that type of, he didn't have that type of, he didn't have it. Let's go. Let's continue on. Didn't have it. All right. Let's go. So Elijah accused Israel to God. And that's God's children. No, Moses. What Moses did. Yeah. Now I'm trying to think what Moses did. When God was going to destroy it, God said, wait a minute, Moses, get back. Let me destroy all, now I'll give you some more people. And with Moses, don't do that. Don't destroy your people. Please, God. Yeah, and he spoke up for it. Right. He spoke up for it. Yeah. No, because you get into that money and travel. I did the same thing, got into that money and travel and doing things. I forgot exactly who I was until God brought me down to earth. And he reminded me of it. Yeah. That's how that money does sometimes. And certain things, you become proud, arrogant, bold, and you forget. But God has a way of humbling you, no matter who you are or what you think you are. Wag down the trunk. Yeah. Let's continue on. Anyway, so he accused. Elijah couldn't control his wrath no longer, and he accused Israel before God. In the cleft of the rock in which God had once aforetimes appeared to Moses, he revealed himself. He filled himself as compassionate and long-suffering. That's God do, compassion and long-suffering. He now met with Elijah and conveyed him by various signs. No, man, no, I'm so scared God be telling me about something else. And I'll be afraid like he's talking directly to me. When he told me, we're going to see who words going to stand, yours or mine. I said, oh, man, I got afraid. I got scared because I know no matter what you say to God, you're going to lose. No, the angel told me that. Said, no matter what you bring to God, you're going to lose. No matter what it is, you're going to lose. Yep, that was the angel told me. And then, it told me, no, that was just one time. And then the other time, just been telling me that. No, we'll see who word gonna stand, yours or mine. Boy, God, no, I got scared. Yeah, I got scared because you know God's word gonna always stand. And then, then he assured me he was talking about the people of my word. Yeah. As long as I'm doing this word don't stand. That's what I tell y'all. That's what I'm trying to get to idolatry. I mean, your dollar. Yeah. A dollar. That's what I'm trying to tell her. You got to be patient. Because you got to get rid of all that stuff you learn from these people, all that stuff you learn in college and from 7 Day Adventist or whatever, Christianity, whatever. Get rid of all that. Get rid of it all. And let God reteach you, because that's what happened to us. God had to come back and reteach us. Yeah. That was down to tell you now. She heard the Holy Angel speaking. And that calm came over. Yeah. I'm just telling you. I ain't had no dream or vision on what I'm talking about that I can remember. Not now. But I know those are God's children. And those young ladies, that's Israel women. And there's no man, no, that's Israel men speaking against Israel women. That's Israel grown as men speaking against these young little daughters, the young daughters of Israel, the young seed of Israel. Because sometimes people lose hope. Say, man, they're speaking against us also. And they came over here on the same ship with us. And they went through the same thing what we went through. And they're speaking of What can we do? See? But not so. Not so, baby. They got a lot of us still there with you 100%. 100%. Yep, your men haven't turned your back on. No, because when we was coming out, out of Egypt, and the women told us, and wasn't we there with you in slavery? Right there, when you came home, when then we had put on our night gown and everything prepared for you to forget about it. You came there, you forgot about everything. Yeah, that was the women told us. Yeah, yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Because like God told us, King Solomon the same thing. King Solomon the same thing. Don't go mess with them strange women because I'm going to turn you into a proverb. And what King Solomon did, went out there and messed with all those strange women. Now when you think of Proverbs, who do you think of? King Solomon. God did exactly what he's doing, he's going to do. And he tells us the same thing to us. Leave those strange women alone. They're going to turn your heart away from your God. And so when I see Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith talking like that, that's exactly what happened to them. Their heart has been turned away from their God. You might even tell you they don't believe in God. I hope they don't do that. I hope they don't say that. I really don't. I hope they take this, what I'm telling them, as a warning and change their hearts. Thou shalt not wrestle judgment. Thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift. For a gift do blind the eyes of the wise and pervert the words of the righteous. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's all I can do is warn. And God ain't playing with it. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Come on, let's continue on. So Elijah, no, he now met Elijah and conveyed to him by various signs that it had been better to defend Israel than accuse him. Better to defend Israel than accuse him. So it would have been better for Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith or whoever to defend them young women instead of accusing those young women. And they all should know, right? Because when you're in college, that's a battle. That's a battle when you're in college, right? If your mind is not remember, this is Christianity. It's not obeying the voice of keeping the covenant. Because your mind is not on your mind be on if your mind is not on with the professor or syllabus or whatever, then your mind is on your pay. Yeah, how this gonna be paid for? And if your mind is not on, I'm just telling you, yeah. And just like God said, the corruptible body presses down the soul, and earthly tabernacle weighs down the mind that muses upon many things. And that's what your mind be. It muses upon many things when you're in college. Many things, yeah. Telling you. Let's go. And then they young black women, and then they in a prejudiced environment. I don't know what you make you think, LSU not prejudiced. In the city that is in that Baton Rouge. All right, I'm just telling you. That's where they at. That's what them young women going through. Yeah. And to hear the elders say something bad about them. Don't worry. God. Yeah, God to Elijah, reminding us. No, how he met with Elijah and conveyed to him by various signs that it had been better to defend Israel than accuse them. But Elijah in his zeal for God was example. His zeal for God. Then God commanded him to appoint Elisha as his successor. So he said, I cannot do as thou wouldst have me. Furthermore, God charged him. Instead of having thrown down my altar, still, that was it. Father charged him instead of, forgive me. I cannot do as thou wouldst have me. Furthermore, God charged him, instead of accusing my children, joining to Damascus, where the Gentiles have an idol for each day of the year. Because that's what the children going through. Man, what you think is something different because they're in college and they playing ball? It's not different in them. Yeah. Then they women, young women. Yeah. Young black women, young Israel women. They're not young Esau. They're not young Esau woman or women where everybody loved them regardless of what. Because they showed you that. Right? When she did hold up her hand and did the sign of the ring and all that, nobody said that. Oh, she's such darling. Look at what she's doing. Right. And she cannot do no wrong. And then and they just thought they was gonna walk. That same thing happened to Hillary Clinton. Hillary, she thought she was gonna walk in there, run over Donald Trump. But that what God said. Yeah. I'm just telling you how God is, man. Resist the proud and give it to the humble. Oh, she was way more proud than Donald Trump. Way more arrogant, proud, and boastful than Donald Trump. And she just was a shoe it. Not so say God. And that little girl thought that I didn't know that puffed her up. I done seen that a lot of times, puff them up with that great white hope. Yep, and then meet Israel. I'm telling you. All right, let's continue on. Larry Bird. Well, we'll find out what Larry Bird did before he started playing that ball again. Find out what he was doing. And see was he humble or not. Yeah. Let's continue on. He told him, instead of accusing my children, journeying to Damascus, where the Gentiles have an idol for each day of the year. And that's the situation that these children are living in. Everywhere they go, they got idols everywhere. And because that little girl was supposed to bow down, and they were supposed to lose to Esau. Because Esau is the idol. Yeah. They know what I'm talking about. They know exactly what I'm speaking of. And they were supposed to bow down to Esau, and they did. All right. Yeah, and they did. But Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith bowed down to Esau and his idols. That's what they did. I don't know. It's not over with yet. It's not over with yet. God not gonna let them do that people that. I don't know. If that woman, the coach, humble herself, she'll be back next year. If she humble herself. All right, let's continue on. Anyway, let's continue on. Where the Gentile has an idol for each day of the year. Charles Barkley can't wait to come back. I don't know if they're going to be back next year. Though Israel have thrown down my altars and slain my prophets, what concern is it of thine? How he acts alive. Yeah. So Israel has thrown down my altars and slain my prophets. What concern is it of thine? We told that to Elisha. Yeah. Because it was his. Yeah. What concern is that of thine? Yeah. We told that to Elisha. Elisha had a zeal for God like no other man. Yeah. So let's go to the next. No, it's different with me because Lord God sent me to do this. Right. And he sent y'all to do the same thing. That's why y'all get no, well, next time you get go find out. Just like go find out the turban means. Yeah, go find out the turban means. Because when No, because when Father Isaac, when Mother Sarah dressed Father Isaac on his robe with Father Abraham, and she put a turban on his head. That's what she did. She did do it. Yeah. Go find out. Or next time you get some weapons in your hand, go find out what it means. Go find out what the glittering sword means. Yeah, that would be one. Go find out what the battle axe means, because if we get these things, go find out what the fiery sword means. Go find out what the pruning hooks mean. Go find out what the pruning shields mean. These things y'all get. I know y'all get them. All right. Find out what they mean. No, type in to tear down, to break down, destroy, to raise up. Yeah, that's who y'all are. That's what God has chosen y'all to do. All right, that's the thing, y'all. Four phenomena of four phenomena. I know how to pronounce that word, yeah. Now let me see. I'll see if I can pronounce it right. Four phenomena happen. Okay. God sent before his appearance wind, earthquake, fire, and a still small voice, was to instruct Elijah about the destiny of man. To instruct Elijah about the destiny of man. Because we all see these. We all get to hear it. I mean, I hear it. All right. No, I have seen the wind. I saw, because when Warren was hit, that wind, that force it hit in the Pacific Ocean. That wind passed by me and strong, like it hit in front of me, and was still on its way going. All right, the earthquake, I told you, I saw the earth moving back and forth, and also I seen the earth being rolled together like a scroll. Yeah. No, I saw the fire. It gave me the fire. And it gave me the fire. Now I saw more than that type of fire. Yeah. Fire shot in your bones, bound in the holy fire, the fire put in your mouth. No. Yeah. And I heard the still small voice. Yes, I had. Yeah. Were to instruct Elijah about the destiny of man. God told Elijah that therefore represents the world through which a man must pass. The first stage for this world, fleeting as a wind. The earthquake is the day of death, which makes a human body to tremble and quake. Fire is the tribunal of Gehenna, hell, and the still small voice is the last judgment, when there will be none but God alone. Yeah. None but God alone. I'm just telling you, man. No, but that was wrong what they did. All right. No, you got to agree with me. Agree with what God said. I didn't ask you to agree with me. I don't ask you to agree with the word of God. But that's what I'm doing, agree with the word of God. But that's a hard thing. Because to heal the daughter of my people slightly, saying peace, peace, when they should put in their whole, right? That's what they did. Wouldn't know the daughter of our people, daughter of God's people. All right, and the girls thought that they was healed. They were supposed to enjoy the championship run, enjoy getting their little idols, trinkets, and everything, but they couldn't even do that. And who brought them down? A man's greatest enemy is in his own household. His own household brought them down. Why? All right, because they Esau. You're gonna see watch how they're gonna turn on. Gonna turn on so fast they ain't gonna know what happened. All right. Keep watching, find out. Come on, Belteshazzar, pull the symbolic of the tabernacle. No, remember this evening is Passover. That's what it's about, Passover. Yeah. When we came out of Egypt the first time, measure for measure. Yep. That's why he does keep Passover. It's a forever judgment, because a lot of people think about Israel. It's about all mankind. It's just about Israel. Israel chose the Torah. But no, because Adam, who Father Adam represents? All mankind. That's who Father Adam represents. And so we went over that yesterday. Yeah, Passover. Not going back over there. Let's continue on. And if you agree with me, imagine you agree with the word of God. I actually agree with the word of God, what God said. And that's what God said. He shouldn't be ain't got no business accusing Israel. All that Esau done in, and not one thing came out their mouth what Esau had done. Everything came about Israel. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's continue on, man. Don't bring a curse upon yourself, man, because that's what you do. You bring a curse upon yourself. And I didn't tell you nothing that's wrong. What did I tell you? Anything that was wrong? All right. Anyway, I'm just standing up for Israel women because nobody else seems like they want to stand up for Israel women. I talk about them. I tell them, I remind them how once they were and how they could become that again. That's what I tell them. I don't tell them that say, well, you this happened, you this, that, and there's no hope for you. I don't tell them that. I don't tell them that. I tell them repent and be restored. And that husband that you're waiting on, God will give that to you. That child that you've been longing to have, God will give you that husband and the child the long that you long. And that's what I've been telling them. All right. Oh. I call them whores. I call them bitches, dogs, and everything. If they live in that lifestyle. And if they have repented, what I call them, saints of God, holy and righteous. Yeah. Yeah. Tell you. All right. Man, them young girls, they gonna make their little mistakes at the young age. Because they ain't a lot of them in Christianity. A lot of them still trying to figure it out and everything. Okay. Now, I remember at my age, I was doing some abomination and other things also at that young age. But that don't determine the rest of your life. All that sin comes short of the glory of God. And then when you repent, you become a man, you become a woman, the children still growing up. Yeah. You lay all that aside and start doing what's right. We'll see. It ain't over yet. Because they might hold that against this well woman. If she decides to go to the WNBA, they might try to hold that against her and make her stock go down. Whereas, and she got a ring. But the Esau child, they don't have no ring, they ain't gonna hold that up there. They might make her go number one. I'm just telling you how they are. And nobody gonna say foul. And nobody gonna say nothing. But I will. Yes, I will. You gotta call them out on these things, man. You don't just shut them out. And if you lose your job, so be it. It's better for you to lose what? To lose your job than lose your soul. I'm just telling you, that's what Jesus told you. It's better for your right hand to be cut off instead of your whole body rest to your soul resting in hell. Okay. Jesus warned you of that. Because that's what Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith were about their dollar bills and their next check. When they got enough money that they never gonna spend all that money. Unless they be a bunch of damn fools. I'm just telling you. Right. The separate parts of the tabernacle had each a symbolic significance. Phenomenon. Oh, I don't know why I can't get that money out. Phenomenon. No, phenomenon. All right. I won't be able to see it. You gotta give me time. When my tongue gets untied, I'll see it. Yeah. For all is above. No, I used to speak real well. I told you what happened. All right. Each symbolical significance. But all that is above, there is something corresponding below. There are stars above, but likewise below. Where a star shall come out of Jacob. God has his host above, likewise below. His people Israel. The host of the Lord. Above there are the offering, and on the earth there is an offering. Above God has his cherubim, and likewise below, in the sanctuary of Israel. Right? A lot of people don't know what the sanctuary of Israel is. They don't. There are two cherubims. The cherubims stretched to one another. The best word describes the nation of the Jews. It describes the nation of the Jews. When King Solomon built the temple, and they tell you how the cherub noticed, it's huge, it's large, man, it's huge. Yeah. God has the cherubims, and likewise below the sanctuary of Israel. Yeah. And they had the cherubims in the sanctuary. God has his dwelling place, his dwelling above, but likewise below. And lastly, God has stretched out the heavens above like a curtain. And below in the sanctuary were curtains of goat's hair. Right? Man, you can find this in a lot of books, but this is the legend of the Jews. When you go read about Mary and the emphasis of Jesus, they talk about, no, I don't think that's the emphasis. No, they talk about Mary. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you where you can find it at. And tell you about the angels. No, let me see. No, because the gospel, the birth of Mary. That's where you find that. Go read the birth of Mary. Yeah, go read the birth of Mary, and then you'll get a better understanding of it. Because we don't get nothing. No, because we was in Christianity and Hindu, Buddhists, and all the different religions of the world, so we don't get like our fathers them had. Now, I didn't heard the holy angels. I didn't see no holy angels. The holy angels gave me a lot of stuff, but yeah, but anyway. But that's what I'm trying to tell them. They don't get half a lot of stuff because before I was worshiping the idols of this world. I was just like that basketball game that went on. Was still me talking to y'all or teaching y'all and giving y'all the message what God had given me to give unto you. I would have been there, say, bro, I'm going to watch this game. And I'll go watch that game. Which I had already said I was going to watch it anyway. If I had nothing else to do, I said, I guess I'll watch it. Right, but I had something else to do. I didn't know when it came on. And then after it went off, I didn't know nothing about it. Yeah, and the football game on, I don't watch none of that no more because I know what it is. And all those award shows and this and that, I know what they are about now. So why would I watch that and I know they're paying homage to the demons and the devils? All right. No, the only reason why I say something about that is because of them always knocking down Israel women. No, if that was two Esau men up there talking about Israel women, I would let it go because I expect that from them. But Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith, I expect that from them. Didn't expect that from them. And then I was wondering where Shaq was at. Right. Because that was LSU, that's his alma mater, you. No. Anyway. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, you can't make no you can try to puff up Kenny Smith all you want. Yeah, you can try to puff up Kenny Smith all you want. But they had a king, a dream, Elijah one. A king, the dream, Elijah one. That's what they had. Right. That's who they is. Right. So don't, no. Anyway, let's continue on. I'm just telling you, man. The number of curtains also corresponds in well going on. Well, when you go bring up that team, Houston Rockets, they run for the championships. See how many times they mention Kenneth Smith. See how many times they mention Kenneth Smith. Yeah, go see. All right. Anyway, the number of curtains also corresponds to those in heaven. No, because when I was into that foolishness, I used to go with the 76 with Dr. J. Because they don't give him his problem either. And I listen to him talk all that foolishness also that. But they could never do what Dr. J did. None of them could never do what Dr. J did. Dr. J got championship in the ABA as well as the NBA. Now, he was something to see. Yeah. You wanted to see somebody? He was something to see. Dr. J. Telling you. The number of curtains also corresponds to those in heaven. So just as there are 11 upper heavens, so this one said they got 11 upper heavens. So also there are 11 curtains of goat's hair. The size of the tabernacle is 70 cubits. 70 cubits corresponds to 70 holy days celebrated annually by the Jews. Now remember, they have taken that from us. I have that written right here what they were going to do. Right. And that's why y'all start doing it, and the power that y'all have received, start receiving. I don't care if you're Esau. If you start doing it and not calling yourself Jew, well, then you're receiving the power from up on high. Yeah. I thought I had the paper right here. I did. I thought I had it. No, I thought I had the paper there. The lie. When Father Moses asked the Most High God, and God told him I was glad to, but it has come to my attention. That's what he told him. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to go get it. Let me see if I can. I'm going to get it. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to read it to you. No. You can get past that Esau stuff, man. God gonna really bless you. You gotta get past that, though. Yeah, this is a big fault. That's to keep you in bondage. All right. Let me see the senses of the people. I'm just letting you know. All right. No. Let me see. I got a lot of things. The senses of the people. Yeah. The second tables. During the 40 days he spent in heaven, Moses received besides the 2 tablets of all the Torah, the Bible, the Mishnahs, the Talmud, the Haggadah. Yet even all that ever clever scholars would ask their teacher was revealed to him. And when he now received the command from God to teach all this to Israel, he requested God to write down all the Torah and to give it to Israel in that way. But God said, gladly would I give them the whole in writing, but it's revealed before me. See, all through all ages, God would give all this out, the things that we gone through. He would give it to them. But he told them, what Galilee had done it for him, but why? Why did he do it? Why did he do it? Because he told them, no, we have it now. No, gladly will I have give the whole in writing, but it is revealed before me that the nations of the world will hereafter read the Torah, translate it into Greek, and will say, we are the true Israel. We are true Israel. We are the children of God. That's what it said. Then I shall say to the nation, you claim to be my children. Do you not know that those only are my children who I have confided my secrets in oral teaching? So that's how you know God's children. Because, come on, man, you just got a turban. All right, a dollar just heard the sounds of the horns and stuff. Okay, all right. I mean, I can go on and on, but I'm just telling you. That's how you know. So I have confided my secret in the oral teaching. That's the oral teaching. Okay, I'm just letting you know. This was the reason why the Pentateuch only was given to Moses in writing, and the other parts of Torah by the word of mouth. Hence, the covenant God made was Israel read, I give you a written in the oral Torah. My covenant with you say that if you should study the written Torah as a written thing and the oral as an oral, but in case you confound the one with the other, you will not be rewarded. You will not be rewarded. For the Torah's sake alone have I made a covenant with you. Have you not accepted the Torah, I should not have acknowledged you before other nations. That was going on now. You're being acknowledged before other nations. Before you accept the Torah, you were just like all other nations. And for the Torah alone sake, for the Torah's sake alone have I lifted you above others. Even your king Moses owes his distinction he enjoys in the world hereafter to the Torah alone. Had you not accepted the Torah, then I should have dissolved the upper and the lower worlds into chaos. So go read it, it's right there. Right? Because I'll tell you the same thing. I'll tell you go back to God. And when you've been going back to God, have you not been okay, because you got a ministering angel, you've been hearing things orally, and then you go after you hear orally, what you do? Then you go back and look for it. Yeah. And God tell you and show you what it means and where is that. I'm telling you, well, you ain't got to take my word for it. Go do it and find out if I'm lying or not. No, that's all right. Let's continue on. No, my time is up, man. Y'all got to get ready for Passover. And I don't want you to say, well, you kept us too long. Because y'all, while I'm doing this, you're supposed to be doing what you need to do for Passover. Let's continue on. All right, the 70th. You say the 70th? All right. The 70th holy day is celebrated annually by who? Israel. Not the Jews. Because they claim to be us, as I just finished that to you. Because that's what it said. They were going to transcribe into Greek and claim it to be their own, as they had doing. Because the law already told you, went over there. Apostle Paul told you, the Jews and Greeks are the same people. All right, go to read the book of Maccabees. Find out they're the same people. To wit 52 Sabbaths. And that, no, this was Passover represents that we have kept. We have kept all 52 Sabbaths. All right, the 7 days of Passover, so we read that yesterday, was for the Adam. The 7th day of the unleavened bread, the feast of unleavened bread, and when we came out of Egypt the first time, but we can trace Passover all the way back to Adam. I know they can't, but we can. The 8 days of tabernacle, which we kept, and the day of Pentecost, that what we kept, and the day of atonement and New Year's Day, and we know where it's at. Go read the book of Jubilees and find out. The number of the vessels amounts to 70 also. Likewise, God, Israel, and Jerusalem bear 70 names. So we got to say, I don't know all the 70 names. Y'all know all the 70 names of Israel and Jerusalem? All right. 70 names. We have 70 different names. And as corresponding, no, God, we have different names. You have different names. All right. But you also have the name of God named. If you haven't got your name with the Most High has named you, then you're not doing something right. All right. And then you get a number from the Most High. All right. Correspondingly, in the time between the buildings of the first and of the second temple, there was 7 consecutive Sanhedrin. 70 consecutive Sanhedrin. Like the tabernacle, also the altar too had its symbolic significance. Its length and breadth and 5 cubits each, corresponding respectively to the 5 commandments on the tablets of the law. Its height had 3 cubits, corresponding to the 3 deliverers God sent to deliver Israel from Egypt: Moses, Aaron, and Miriam. It has 4 horns in the corner. Therefore, the atone for the sins of the people that on Sinai received 4 horns: the horn of the Torah, the horn of the Shekinah, the horn of the priesthood, and the horns of the kingdom. And y'all get all 4 horns. Don't say you don't get all 4 horns, because you do. All right, if you haven't received it yet, wait for it. Because one of them say on Malachi chapter 4, verse 4, and it tells, go back to Moses. Come on, man. Let me read that to you. No, can you tell you what to do? This is all this is for the day. All right. No, I mean, we'll go what we have to do tomorrow. But this is for the day. Let me see. Malachi chapter 4, verse 4. Because God has given us all this. Remember the law of Moses, my servant, which I command unto him in Horeb for all Israel, with the statutes and the judgments. All right. All right. So just letting you know. Anyway. All right. So because people have a problem with that. And the horn of the priest and the horns of the king, because y'all are the priests and the kings, you already have that. And y'all have intellectual wisdom. Intellectual wisdom. Well, find out if you don't know, ask God. In the tabernacle, as ladder in the temple, gold, silver, brass were employed, but not iron. God meant to indicate the inclusion of iron that in a future time, that's found in Daniel, in the book of Daniel. It tells you about the gold, the silver, the brass, and the iron. Go read that, because you're in the last slavery. The last slavery is the worst of us. The slavery of Rome, the slavery of iron, the slavery of who? Esau. This is the last one. All right. And in the future, golden meant to indicate the inclusion of iron, that in the future time, the golden Babylon, the silver media, phenomena. So we have to say phenomena. Just have to wait till my tongue be outside. And brazen Greek, the brazen Greeks would be permitted to bestow the gifts of the new temple, but not iron, Rome. It is true that Babylon also destroyed the sanctuary of God, which is still Esau, like Rome, which is Esau, but not with such fury and such thoroughly going wrath as Rome, whose sons cried, raise it, even to the foundation of. And for this reason, Rome may not contribute to the Messianic temple. And as God will reject the gifts of Rome, also will the Messiah, to whom all nations of earth have to offer gifts. Go read, that's in the book of Ezekiel. That's in the book of Ezekiel. Because I already know you're going to have the temple, and we're going to be on Shiloh. We're going to be on Shiloh. The temple going to be in Jerusalem. So go find out. Yeah, find out. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. I'm just telling you. The temple is in Ezekiel. Where we going to be at, that's in the book of Revelation, and it's in the book of Revelation, and it's in Shepherd of Hermas, the book of Enoch. The Apocrypha. All right. The Messiah will accept the gifts. God said to him, Egyptian, granted my people abode in their land and not repulse them. Then Messiah will accept their gifts after Egypt will follow their neighbor Ethiopia and her gifts, thinking that the Messiah accept the gift of the former taskmaster of Israel. He will also accept the gift from her. Then the Messiah will also accept Ethiopia's gift. After these two kings will follow all the others with their gifts, and all will be accepted, save those of Rome. This kingdom will not be This kingdom will be sorely disappointed, for depending upon their kinship with Israel, Esau, they will expect a kind treatment from the Messiah. But no, what they told, we see of Abraham, we never been in bondage. That's what they told you. No, because they are the sons and daughters, sons and daughters of who? I'm going to stir up my people, who? The Jews. They told you who his people are. All right, well, you go ahead on there. Jesus said you're Jews. They say you're Jews, but you're not Jewish. Well, what are they doing in that land right now? Who have graciously received the other nations not connected with Israel. God will call out to the Messiah, roar at this monster, because that's what it is. No, it's a monster. It devour every nation. That's in the book of Revelation. That devour. Well, go retrace their steps and see what they did. Spain, France, all of them the same people. And what did they do? All right. Well, go find out what they did. Yeah. And it's a monster. Roar at this now. The monster is going back to Jerusalem, favored to be God. All right. Roar at this monster that divides the fat of nations, that justifies its claim for recognition to being a descendant of Abraham and his grandson Esau. All right. Go see. Egypt doing it right now. They're whitening themselves out right now. The northern part of Africa, they're whitening themselves out now, where they were dark complexion people. Yeah, and now they're coming down upon hope for those. They're trying to throw out all those of dark complexion. Yes, they are. And giving them a hard time trying to get them to leave. All right. I don't get too far into this. All right. Well, find out what that's going on. Go find out the color of the Egyptian these days and the color of the Egyptian back then. Find out. See. No, it's right there. It's plain for you to see. And you know what they're doing. Just like when the Argentinians won the World Cup. I was looking for dark complexion. Dark complexion people that supposed to be in the night. I see none of them. I didn't. Well, go look and see. Yeah. All right. Roar at his mom that divide the fast days. No. Argentina won, but they weren't the best. They weren't the best. The people they played against was the best. That little boy hit four goals. 4 goals. That have never been done before. Yeah. But what they say, I just Argentina just had a better goalie than the French. The French had a better goalie within a whole different. I didn't say this. I ain't into that foolishness. I'm just telling you because they try to destroy Israel once again. Right? They ain't mentioned about that little boy and how he kicked for no. That's why it died down so fast because that little boy kicked them 4 goals. Yeah, and now I'm telling you. All right. And they had to hurry because that's what they do. And that's what they did to LSU women. Same thing. Man, pay attention to what they're doing. Yeah, just pay attention to what they're doing. Roar at this monster that devour the fast of nations that justify his claim for recognition to being a descendant of Abraham by his grandson Esau. The nation that forgive all for the sake of what? Money. All for the sake of money. That was Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith did. Yep. Yeah, our money's at stake. We gotta say that and do this. Say that where we were Shaq. Yeah. That's the thing, y'all. Let's go. Wouldn't be for Shaq and people would have been off. Because Charles Barkley and Kenneth Smith are 2 boring people. Wouldn't be for Shaq. Them people would have been off. Yeah. They're boring. Just tell it. Well, just go listen to them. Find out. Yeah. Just go listen to them without Shaq being on there. And find out how boring it would be. bending their tongue, sound like they're something that they are not. Anyway, let's go. The nation that forgive all things, what, for the sake of money. Yeah. That keep Israel back from the study of the Torah. That do what? Keep Israel back from the study of the Torah. The pastor, preachers, teacher, all of them, they just posted that. Down there posted that. Yeah, Micah chapter 3. Yeah. And that's all they want. They don't care if you get, they don't care. People don't care if your soul gets saved or not, as long as you give me my money. As long as you give me my money, I don't care if your soul gets saved or not, as long as you get my money. As long as you buy my book and buy my CD in partnership with me and agree with me, I don't care. Not agree with God, agree with him. They don't care. Yeah. They better not say anything. Yeah. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a soul destruction. Yep. So that's what it would do. That's what's going on. I'm just telling y'all, man. Come on now. Come on now. You know I'm going to tell you. What you want me to do? Keep my mouth shut? You want me to keep my mouth shut as you can really see that nobody's standing up for those women? Those young women, beautiful young black women who done put in the work and had to bite their tongue and just muddle through till they got to the end. And then they're supposed to get the accolades and everything else, and you're not giving it to them. And what you're doing, you're accusing them when you're supposed to do what? All right. That was God said. You shouldn't have been accusing my people. No, I'm ready to you again. Accusing Israel. Yeah. Elijah could control his wrath no longer. He accused Israel before God. In the cliff of the rock in which God had once before time appeared to Moses and revealed to himself compassionate and long suffering. And he not met with Elijah, conveyed him by various signs that it had been better to defend Israel than accuse them. And they didn't do Israel that well. I'm defending them. Now come run up on me with that stuff, because I'm not just coming there with these words. I'm coming there with power from up on high. That's what I'm coming to. That's how y'all go to these people. Don't go to these people with that tit for tat and the bait and all that foolishness. You tell them what it is. They'll say the law of God, and they don't accept that. Then bring the judgment down. Because that's what God has given you to judge them. All right. Well, then ask God what the judgment is. And then bring it down upon them. It's not over with yet. Keep watching. All right. That keep Israel back from the study of the Torah and tempted them to the death that are in accord to what the wishes of what? Satan. Come on, pose, Belshazzar. Yep. Pose. And I heard a loud voice saying, hell, now has come salvation, strength, the kingdom of our God, and the power of his Christ. But accuse our brothers is cast down, which accuse them before our God day and night. Yep. Man, y'all, what I was saying, I had a dream of visit all the boys, and they was in the room being cowardly and everything. I said, man, what y'all in here room in here cowardly and for? Y'all not dead. Get out there and fight. That was an old dream of visit. All the boys are saying that. Because y'all not dead, man. Y'all can do things. Y'all got lives. Y'all want to be doing the lives. And people can't run up on you with that foolishness no more. The only way to do it, you let them do it. I ain't talking about being loud, clamorous, and bold. You know how we do. We humble ourselves. We listen to what they say. Listen to what they say. Let them say what they're going to do and all like that. All right. And then what? Then God put it in your heart. And then once you say something, it's going to happen. No, just like our father Moses. That's why he said, turn the heart of the children back to the father, the heart back into the children. Until you go back to Horeb, Mount Sinai. Why? Because Father Moses listened to what they had said and they kept on saying it. Kept on. Then Korah said something against Israel, and that was enough. Father Moses opened up his mouth and God swallowed them all up. Come on, Belshazzar. My time is up, man. Yeah, y'all go ahead and prepare for y'all covenant, man, for y'all Passover. God loves y'all, man. Man, you know how much God loves y'all, bro. I can't, it's indescribable. Because he's, no, nobody loves Israel more than him. Nobody. I tried. I can't love y'all more than him, bro. Cannot do it. Don't come nowhere close. Yeah. That's why I tell you how much your Father loves you. Will God create something that he hates? Will God create something that he hates? He won't do it. Yeah. No, man, y'all got so much power, brother, just that you don't want to give up the idols and dahlias and the things of this world. But once you give that up, God got so many gifts of the Spirit, so many fruits of the Spirit. Because soon as we came from Egypt, and then we renounced the idols and idol worship, and God said, I've been waiting for y'all to do that. And then what happened? He gave us, no, then he gave us the many gifts that we kept until we worshiped the golden calf. Go read it, bro. It's right there, bro. Now listen to them people. Them people regurgitating the same thing over and over again. They keep in the Holy Bible, and that's all you know. Don't know the origin of it. Never went to the book of Adam and Eve and found out how things began and why we're doing Passover, why we do unleavened bread. I mean, like we read yesterday. I'm just telling you, man, because I was in the same situation. Now imagine me staying in that situation, a minister, a preacher, for all those many years, all those 30-something years, and didn't know nothing about Adam and Eve. Didn't know about what happened in the garden with Eve. All I was talking about was this. Well, Eve bit off the apple and the serpent did this. Nah, that's a lie. That's a lie. Anyway, give Caesar what belongs to Caesar, give God what belongs to God, and give me what is mine, Jesus said. The eternal bless thee and keep thee, the eternal make his face to shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The eternal lift up his kindness upon thee and give thee peace. Hear, O Israel, the Lord thy God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and all thy soul and all thy might. No Belteshazzar called him, so I don't know what time I'm going to be on. Belteshazzar now. Unleavened bread, because unleavened bread is like a regular Sabbath, covenant day. So I know to the grace of God, I'll be on early that day. But tomorrow, I don't know. Well, we'll see what Belteshazzar says. No, we got to read the Torah. Yeah, we got to, because that's the command that we have to read the Torah. All right. Well, I mean, if you've been listening and obeying the voice, keeping the commandments, and you're not receiving dreams and visions and blessings, then I suggest that you find out what's truly going on. Okay. Anyway, y'all are just hell, man. This is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. I am Elijah until the next time. No, y'all have to be patient, man. Be patient. Patient. That's one of the fruits of the Spirit. Patience. These people do all types of stuff, man. These people hate us so much. All these people hate us so much. No, they tell you, show you that each and every day, and try to keep